Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Series Season 3. I am Lysander, going to be joined here by Mike Loris. We're Vega Squadron versus Team Secret. And we're game number 2. Team Secret manhandling Vega in game 1. And game 2, we'll see if it's the same or not. We have Shadow Demon on Team Secret. Mike, how are you doing?
Well, I think I've had enough fun for one day, and I think Pili Dai has had enough fun as well. Back to the Shadow Demon for him. No more fun things. I've actually seen a game where a Witch Doctor ended up on the top of the net worth chart. It was a mess of a game. It was really weird, but it happened. I have never seen something like that for a Shadow Demon pick, so yeah, he's probably just going to be a little bit poor. But they're on Radiant, and Puppy has been playing some pretty greedy farming 4 positions. You can abuse the Radiant pull in the tier 2, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Team Secret try to go for that again. And I want to see if Vega Squadron, most likely Seneko, can be the one to stop that.
Yeah. Ember Spirit is a hero that can get on top of that lone druid, and Vega fancy themselves some LD players as well, so we'll see if it works out for them. It's a different style, Slaughter, lone druid. Is there some shenanigans that we're not seeing? Amplify damage makes everything softer, but maybe it's a 1-2 punch kind of thing. Slaughter goes in, lone druid finishes off.
Yeah, it's not really like a direct combo necessarily, like a Slaughter Lifestealer would be. It's a lot more, brute force. The combo is a lot more obvious there. I mean, they do have a lot of physical damage here, and when you're dealing with an enemy Ember Spirit, it is pretty important that you get initiation and make sure that you stick onto your targets and kill them off quickly with physical if you can. So they will be able to do that moving forward. It's still not impossible to see them pick up some more of those heavy physical right clickers. If they do want to go in for a Shadow Fiend matchup versus Ember Spirit, that would be pretty good, and we'll still offer them that damage to kill off those towers. So yeah, it is still a reasonable opening for the Vega Squadron side, and they actually ban out the Darkseer themselves. I thought they would have tried to keep that in for the Darkseer Slaughter lane.
Yeah, the Darkseer Slaughter is something that's really unfun for a lot of heroes, apart from a select few, and I'm not sure Team Secret want to pigeonhole themselves into that kind of playstyle just yet. But Shadow Demon is picked up, so we'll probably see something that can make use of that disruption. We don't have a Luna in this game, so SD doesn't have that Luna to clone. So I'm thinking Juggernaut in some cases. Maybe Anti-Mage, but I haven't seen that guy in forever.
I wonder if they're thinking about getting a combo with Puppy. I mean, they have been pretty much in every single game trying to farm up Puppy as prime goal number 1 from his standpoint. Not really super eager to team up with Pili Dai with a Shadow Demon, like Shadow Demon Kunkka type combo and go for kills. So Shadow Demon, just for Shadow Demon's sake, is going to be slightly weaker in the disruption standpoint, but we've seen also Pili Dai get just a ton of Shadow Poison and apply a lot of pressure in lane with that as just like a spam harassment tool. So the Shadow Demon's kind of awkwardly placed right now. There's not going to be many things to clone or really even save allies from, like Blink K to save from, but not amazing. So I'm interested to see how this Shadow Demon's actually going to fit in. You pick up a Shadow Demon, you need to have some sort of value with that disruption. Otherwise, pretty much any other hero could be doing a similar thing.
Yeah, sometimes when the meta gets to the stage where this hero is a must pick, it gets a little unhealthy because sometimes you pick it and then, it's like that shopping cart. You left that thing at the bottom and you're not sure what to do with it. Shadow Demon might end up in that case if we don't ban those
Dude,
stuff.
you gotta work on your shopping. That's not how shopping works.
No. Sometimes you just grab you have you push this. Okay, I'm not gonna go into this, but it's like it's like when the kid puts that candy at the bottom of the cart, and then I don't know how to analyze this. All right, but it's like Shadow Demon gets left there. It's like the last Lego piece that doesn't know where to fit. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, not shopping cart. Okay. All right, I'm a bad shopper.
We'll drop it. We'll drop it.
Yeah. Oh boy. More flames incoming. But yeah, Shadow Demon, I'm sure there's use for him somewhere. If anything, Disruption is a good setup for spells like Kunkka, Lashrak. I think Lashrak is a possibility here. No, it's gonna be Crystal Maiden. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Shadow Demon could still be used for Soul Catcher. It's a nice burst. We could be seeing an off-lane Ember Spirit into mid 1 Invoker. You never know. These things
always
happen.
there's always that possibility you got to watch out for. But Crystal Maiden to Puppey, most likely going to be playing things pretty passively in the jungle. You can pretty easily smoke out with a Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon, gank into like an Ember Spirit lane, or really gank into any lane, and still find a lot of success. If the Slaughter is going to be played as a 4-position kind of roamer, it's kind of the way to play him these days. He can mess with Crystal Maiden quite a bit in her attempts to jungle, so Team Secret do have to watch out for that one. But still, I mean, this setup is perhaps... for Team Secret is perhaps lacking a way to really abuse Shadow Demon. It is still very strong because you have all this mana, you have all this lockdown with the Ember Spirit, and right now they have ways of getting on top of a lone druid, like clockwork.
Yeah, this is a hero that only Mag has played so far. Yeah, so only Mag has played this hero so far, and now Team Secret. We mentioned that this could be a time of experimentation for them, but even if with that game 1 win, they have pretty much put themselves way above any other competition already. So even if there was a tiebreaker, that win there took them out of it. So Secret are safe to try new strategies. Clockwork, Shadow Demon without a combo. You never know. It might be a disruption Clockwork setup. Might be that kind of combo. We'll see.
You know what? You can get disruption, you can get cogs to go up, and then you can get a sunstrike to come down.
No,
oh yeah.
I mean, just getting caught in a clockwork combo is deadly enough with battery assault.
Yeah.
So you never know. Could be that kind of playstyle.
I mean, Vega Squad have a draft going on too, and I really like this Silencer in his position. It's not really, again, like a great hero or like a super amazing hero to have synergistically with like a Lone Druid or a Slaughter. It's strong, but not incredible. It is, though, very incredible when you're going up against these heroes now from Secret. Like, Clockwork is a hero that is going to have to try to target Silencer. Otherwise, Global Silence, after you hookshot in, if you get Global Silence, you're in a lot of trouble. Ember Spirit, if you try to jump in with all your spirits and then you get Silence before you can jump, you're in a lot of trouble because your damage output from there on out drops to 0. Obviously, CM and Shadow Demon need to be casting their spells as well. So the Silencer has a lot of high value, and now a Life Stealer for Vega Squadron. Team Secret are pretty much exclusively magic damage based.
Yeah.
And Lifestealer has magic immunity.
We're also not considering the fact that the defense, the offensive uses of that Global Silence. You have the Bat Rider jump in, Shadow Demon can't disrupt whoever you're trying to pick off, the Clockwork can't do any defensive hooks, Silencer can just really block a lot of these counterplays. The only thing I'm worried about Vega is that there are 2 supports that will have the roles of roamers and, well, life-saving maybe, aren't really those kind of heroes. Slaughter has to get lucky to be able to get a good head start, otherwise he doesn't benefit as well as a offlane Slaughter with the EXP, the early amplified damage, the early blink dagger. We did see, was it Noya's Slaughter the other day, just get really pinned down in the early game, so not able to get the blink dagger till 18 minutes really hurt the team. So Vega have to get their lanes sorted out, and if they get past that, I think it's a really solid draft of both attack, siege, defense, all really well planned out. But Secret whip out the TB.
Terrorblades is up against, well, pretty much both drafts are very, very physical based. So having a, not both drafts. Vega's draft is very physical based. Having this high armor here of the Terrorblade, finally getting some sort of combo with the Shadow Demon in that Terrorblade is maybe not quite as good as having a Luna, but it is certainly able to get the job done. He will have to be fairly careful, though. Like, there are so many ways that Vega can initiate on that Terrorblade. Blink Crush, obviously Bat Rider is going to be looking to do that, and with Global Silence to cover your entrance, you're not going to be able to count on a disruption from a Shadow Demon to keep you safe. You may not even be able to get a Sunder off because you're just going to be silenced or disabled the entire time.
Yeah.
I do think this Terrorblade is kind of a necessity for Team Secret because they do need that just raw right-click damage, but he's still not going to have the cleanest game.
Yeah, he's going to need to power through the farm really quickly. He needs the Dragonlance, he needs the Manta Style, so if the situation arises, he might actually have to skip the Dragonlance and go for Manta Style. But again, it's good to note that it will be MP on that Ember Spirit and will be mid one playing safe lane. So we get to watch mid one away from the stresses of early game. Okay, we're gonna have some aggression here. Pylai Dai gonna meet up with the Bat Rider. There is quite a bit of aggression here. It might banish Soneko. Soneko getting caught. There's a Frostbite. Puppey gonna pop that Frostbite there. Soneko will get disrupted here. No, but there are 4 stacks of Napalm here on this Bat Rider. They even have the Shrine, so not really wanting to fight around this. The Frostbite is going to be there. The Fairy Fire, not enough. So Neko goes down to Pylai Dai. This guy has been the champion of all the games so far. The champion support. And, yeah, scores first blood for the team.
Ends up giving Terrorblade 7 magic stick charges just to start out with.
Yum.
Killing him now is going to be just so much more difficult, and you'll probably get level 2 Conjure Image, and then you could get a couple of those pretty much for free, given that free mana start from Mag. I understand trying to go for that invade with Bat Rider. Napalm is very, very powerful if you have a lot of time to set up for it, but you're going into a Metamorphosis. Like, this is, I would say, the ultimate of Terrorblade, more so than Sunder. You really can't compete with a Terrorblade's damage output, and you're working mostly off of right clicks. Again, he has 10 armor. You can't kill a 10 armor hero easily. Just, you know, ask Ogre Magi. So yeah, that was already kind of an ill-advised attempt there from Vega, and they're gonna keep Soneko and Mag on this bottom lane. Soneko should be trying to pressure Puppey as much as he can, but right now Puppey is already level 2, almost level 3 actually.
Yeah, getting that early first blood with Pylai Dai really helped them out in the EXP department. But we talked about 10 armor. It is still very vulnerable to Firefly ganks. But they're going to dive the tower again. They're going to miss the crush. I think it's time to back. But guess they're not stopping. They have 5 napalm charges on mid one. So this guy is melting. Yeah. You forget when you're in a suit of armor, you catch fire. You die really painfully. So Terrorblade goes down. You jinxed him, Mike. Good job.
I know, man. I was talking about a level 1 Terrorblade. Like, he... a level 1 Bat Rider, rather. Like, Napalm is great, but it's just like a kind of a right-click tool. Level 2 Bat Rider is just so much better than level 1 Bat Rider, where you actually have some magical damage. You can actually abuse Napalm and get full value off of it with your spells, as kind of it's intended to do by design. So they kill off mid one, and yeah, that's pretty much what they should be looking to do with this kind of low amount of magic damage that they have. Try to abuse it as much as possible, try to use it as much as possible to keep this pressure onto the Terrorblade. They're going to go in for round 2.
Going for G. Yeah, G in the middle lane though. He's going to get caught by Frostbite. MP going to get him. Is there going to be killed? The chains will latch him, so there will be a kill there. But meanwhile, mid one loses another 2 intelligence. Yeah, this TB pick looking a little shaky for Secret. But they do get the kill in the middle lane. And a G pick is pretty good too.
They're chasing after Pi.
Oh, are they? Yeah, alright. This Bat Rider is the stuff of nightmares, but don't really want to give chase too far. You know, we talked about Vega's heroes not being aggressive early game, but paired with a Bat Rider, you got some pretty aggressive heroes in that tri-lane.
This is a 3v2 lane. Puppey went towards mid lane for a little while. He's level 4, so he is ready to go. But add a Frostbite, add a Nova on top of that Bat Rider's chase, and I want to say that mid one usually survives those scenarios if he has another hero to help him out with. But for right now, with only a 2v3 lane, it's a lot tougher. But now the Puppey is actually here, this lane, a lot more difficult here for the Vega squadron side. Puppey has gone for a very aura-based build, pretty standard stuff, but his ability to disable, his ability to cover for mid one is significantly decreased.
Yeah, the Crystal Maiden hitting 4.5 by 3 minutes is just testament to how strong the hero now is, with bounty runes and the ease of jungling. The first kill really helped as well. Oh, Pylai Dai checking for a Slaughter in the early game. Disrupts, picks up that rune, and might actually block in Soneko, but with Sprint, you can't block in any Slaughter in. Double damage, picked up by the Silencer. And that means that Puppey and Pylai Dai will give them a white berth for now.
By the way, in case anyone's wondering, the other lanes are pretty much a wash. Like, this top lane for KZ is keeping Dichira's mana down, and if you keep the Lifestealer's mana down, you're not going to die pretty much ever. So he's going to be just fine up against the Lifestealer, who also with just a little bit of positioning shouldn't really go down either. If he makes a mistake, though, Clockwork is approaching the level 6 mark. Lifestealer is a little bit more vulnerable than vice versa. So he does have to watch out for that, and MP already getting some help for his Lone Druid matchup. G should probably be fine moving forward as long as he's able to dodge ganks. But here's another one coming for him. Level 4 CM, level 3 Shadow Demon, and an Ember Spirit who's ready to go. G only has 700 HP, so that is a very easy hero to kill.
Savage roll, 5 seconds in a cooldown. He might be lucky with Seema rotating in now. But I still think it's going to be a very easy kill. They start with the Nova, immediately jump in with the Ember Spirit, and without that Global Silence, they will not kill him. In fact, they will feed one more over. Seema the Slayer in deep trouble as the Ember Spirit just body hugs him and, well, will bring him down. And Slaughter offers himself to the Puppy Guard. Will get picked off as well. MP getting a double kill. Crystal Maiden getting 1. That's 3 in the middle going down there for Vega, and Secret take a huge lead in this start game.
And that was so close to being a dodged gank there from G. They scanned, and like for a millisecond that scan was red. They knew that someone was there, but as soon as they dropped that scan and saw it was red, then they jumped in. Like, it was already too late by that time. If that scan dropped like 1 second earlier, G would have lived. If he just went back and scanned, then he would have lived. That was very close to being an escape, and then everyone just falls for Save My Ally syndrome. You're looking at like a level 2 Slaughter at the time versus a level 5 Crystal Maiden versus a level 4 Shadow Demon. Even though Slaughter is a strength hero, he can take some hits. You were working with so much extra power from the supports on the Team Secret side of things. And with no magic damage to burn through this Flame Guard, MP's damage is pretty much guaranteed with this now maxed out spell.
Yeah. And the gank middle just shows how bad Vega's heroes are at doing support stuff. They're good heroes for their utility, but they're not good support heroes. Not like a Witch Doctor that can hold off a gank with a single cast, or Shadow Demon that can block off a chain stun attempt. These heroes, they're just picked for their utility, so they have to get tied through this really rough laning phase before they become useful. And Silencer desperately needs that level 6 before he can do any kind of life saving, and Soneko level 3 at this time in the game, really not helpful to the team.
Yeah, like there's this kind of understanding in Dota that if you're a support, you're supposed to be an early game hero. Oh, top lane actually, Raz and Cogs.
Oh, Keizu gets hit but no, the Crystal Maiden ultimate, level 6 CM already. Puppy deploys the ultimate, nearly claiming 2 lives there, but Didyara and Seema will be lucky as Soneko comes in to stun that CM away from getting that kill. But yeah, MP is in here. He's looking for... He doesn't have the Sleight of Fist just yet, but he will chain up the Silencer, so that's a free kill for him. Didyara is afraid. The Observer Ward is just going to be out of range for him, so will not see him running away. So, Secret clawing all over the map, and Vega just running for shelter. Really rough game for them.
And it's the fact that, as you said, like Vega don't really have early game supports. They're really, really good in the mid-late game. Like Silencer as a support is perhaps one of the best in the mid-late game. Like we saw Puppy just manhandling people with like 40 intelligence stolen one of Secret's previous games.
Oh yeah, soloing the Ember Spirit
may or may not get to that stage, but for right now he like doesn't have any CC. He barely has any significant amounts of damage, and Soneko, very similarly, they both have to rely on their cores to do a lot of damage.
Oh man,
and for Secret, they're pretty much evenly balanced out. They're pretty much everyone can do damage at this point. Everyone has some sort of utility. And they're buying quite a bit of space now for this Terrorblade in theory, but he's actually still playing things very cautiously in the jungle.
Yeah, you blame the guy? They're coming for him again. But Slaughter is level 4, 7 minutes in, or 8 minutes in, and it's just a really rough way to play his game. Mag gonna go for the kill here, but Silencer walks right into a hook there, and that's gonna be an easy frag there for Secret. They're gonna look for a disruption on Mag, maybe he can pick him off. That's not gonna happen as he does fly over the trees, but Keizu's first hook of the game scores a kill.
Oh, and Puppy, he's been playing a pretty aggressive Crystal Maiden so far. He's gonna go for a Hand of Midas, which is not gonna be like the earliest Hand of Midas in the world, but for a support CM, the fact that he has Tranquil Boots 9 minutes in, that's already pretty impressive, honestly. If he's able to get this Hand of Midas up like by 15, that looks pretty realistic, given he's actually has a free lane to farm.
Beats. Okay. Yeah, Crystal Maiden getting a 15-minute Midas would be along the lines of what Paladai did the other game, as the Witch Doctor. Just snowballing out of hand, and then before you know it, she has an Aghanim's, She has a Glimmer Cape, she has Blink, BKB, and all that stuff. I exaggerate, but... Oh, the missile.
Yeah. Or
oh,
just like...
scout out that Bat Rider on point there,
Oh.
Keizu. That's been low-key amazing this few games, and Mag gonna feed a Mega Kill over to MP.
Keizu has been pretty much on point in this game. He's, first of all, evenly laned up against the Lifestealer, which is just fine. Gotten quite a few kill setups for the team and is just a constant threat. The beauty of that kill in particular is that he got the kill for the team without needing to use the hook shot. He only used the flare for vision, so he can still dive this tower and really support Mid-Wan's push if they felt so inclined. It looks like they'll have a chance to do so because Vega are bringing another hero down bottom. And the smoke is going mid, it looks like.
Yeah, Mid-Wan is just gonna accept all the help that his team has been having, and Secret, they're smoked up again. Seema the Slayer is in tower range, but that's an easy kill there for the Ember Spirit. He walks up to him, doesn't even waste the Spirit there, just does the slight chain, and MP gonna score another kill. The Bear coming in with the Arcane Root, getting a first hit root. I don't think it's gonna be a kill though. G really risking his life unnecessarily, and MP will find another kill for himself. It's already 10-2. Vega are really just losing grip this early game.
I'm pretty sure G thought that the hook shot was down. Like, you get that many kills involvements with the Clockwork in like a minute, you have to assume that, like, oh, he must have hook shot one of those guys, right? So I'm gonna go in and I'll be safe. But there was definitely no hook shot used, so Lone Druid kind of just suicide from that position. And Keizu is happy to continue roaming around because, you know, hookshot's cooldown is on the lower end of things. Only 30 seconds left till he has another one. And he's also going for a Hand of Midas, so Secret are going to get pretty nuts out of control in the late game.
Yeah, what late game? The last game didn't even hit 40 minutes, I think.
I think it was almost there, actually.
Yeah. It was like 35. But that was Secret being disciplined.
Freezing Field, look at this top lane. Freezing Field to farm for the Midas.
Well. Can you blame the man?
Got it.
Oh. They're gonna purge up the bear. I think Pilotai is about to feed here because he used all his mana. There comes the Mud Golem Infest Bomb. They got him. They get some kills on the board. And very much needed as well. They get the tier 1. They get that kill on the Pilotai Shadow Demon. But Keizu is there with the hook. And he sees the Trail of Fire. And I think Mag is in deep trouble. Gonna get cogged up and not even needing that hook shot there. I feel like Vega just really unfocused right now. They're making a lot of mistakes and walking into things they shouldn't.
I mean, yeah, they were just really eager to get a kill there. That was literally their entire team to push in towards the mid lane, gets a kill on a honestly worthless / expendable support from the Secret standpoint. Yes, they get a tower, but it's not for free because they leave a Terrorblade to his own devices, and we all know what happens when you do that. Terrorblade is going to tear down your structures, and he did that on the bottom lane very easily. Now is his Dragon Lance completed. I mean, at a certain point, you do have to make those kind of risky, desperate plays as Vega in order to get a couple kills, get back into the game through that kill bounty. But 5 heroes and not even winning the tower exchange, that is just a little bit too expensive. And now that they see double Midases on the CM and the Clockwork, they got to make even more aggressive plays.
Yeah, all you can call GG. It's looking really rough. MP has that haste rune. Gonna seek for another target. I think a good chance now would be to maybe look for that MP Ember Spirit, get the Global Silence, blow it on him, claim up that Wicked 6 streak, get some gold on the board. They're doing the group up as 5 thing. We'll see if that works out for them. They have Global Silence, and we'll see how it's used. It's the first one of the game, and it'll be very important. It will matter if Vega stays in this game or not, because this game already getting out of control for them. The net worth chart heavily favoring Secret. 6,000 in 14 minutes is pretty ridiculous. So Vega gotta step up their aggression game.
Mag has his Blink Dagger. That is the item they need if they are going to kill MP.
Oh, MP got an Abyss rune. This is the worst thing that could happen. Pilotai gets gripped. He is the Bat Rider counter. Now the global silence comes out a little bit late as the Emperor has deployed his flame guard already. It's a, oh no, it's an invasive one. They get Pylite Die. What else do they get? Puppey is there. There's the armlet. The frostbite fails, and Puppey is going to deploy his ultimate. It's not going to be enough. Didyra gets 2, and that's about as good as it gets. Is there a TP out? No, there isn't. The rage runs out at the last second, and well, Didyra is going to slam his head into the wall. He gives up. Wow, look at him. He can actually run. Actually, he didn't have to give up there. His rage was coming off cooldown. Yeah, his rage was coming off cooldown. I felt like he could have tried. Oh well. Yeah, bought items. Most of it bought out. No real gold wasted there. But look at his net worth, man.
That was Batrider with Blink Dagger in that engagement, so now Secret know about it. But Batrider didn't actually use the blink because he just kind of had Shadow Demon delivered to him straight away. If you're gonna be in this position as Vega, like Batrider Blink Dagger needs to be used, I want to say almost exclusively on the Ember Spirit to try to just, you know, cash in on that rubber band bonus, and with a life stealer or a slaughter try to get those kills. Soneko.
Okay, that's bold. You don't have
cancel
backup.
the TP.
You don't have backup. Alright, now it's dodge the hook. Yeah. This big fish gets harpooned there by Keizu. That was almost, I don't know. That was almost suicidal.
I'm not really sure why you do that. I mean, there is like some satisfaction to be had from canceling TPs. It's kind of just like an FU to the person who's channeling, but it's not even a scroll, it's travels, so MP has unlimited TPs in this game. And out towards top lane, oh, the gank train of Pylite Die Puppey looking for a lone druid.
They have ulti as well. Oh, Pylite Die smoke break. Nope, a little bit late. He was on point with the poison, but they see the TP disappear, so they know that they missed out on the kill. But Keizu, he's okay. For a moment, I thought we were gonna see Battle Fury Clockwork, but no, it's gonna be a Lotus Orb.
That would have been pretty crazy. By the way, while that bottom lane, while that bottom lane fight was going on, Secret were top with mid one. He was not in that engagement, and he was pushing down the top tier 1. And now this Terrorblade with the Dragon Lance and Terrorblade and Shadow Demon help rather is, well, crushing tier 2s. So Vega lose towers while they are doing very little. They're smoked up with pretty much everyone towards bot, but there's no reason for Secret to go towards bot. They will outrace Vega very handily if Vega really want to do race.
Yeah. Well, they're doing the best they can, and G's gonna get glyph blocked at the last 13 health. Gonna buy 5 seconds. But Vega has set up camp here in the Radiant jungle. They put up wards everywhere, and they have Mag with that lifestealer loaded in. But this guy is not spending time farming, and he better get a kill at the end of that. But Secret don't really care. They say, alright, you want our towers, we'll give it to you. We'll take a tier 2, and 8 lens for Puppey. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Crystal Maiden at this point has the...
Oh,
wait, jump in MP.
Silence. Oh, that's a kill they wanted. A godlike going to Didyra. Okay, that's what we talked about. Jumping on that Ember Spirit, getting that big streak. And I don't think Secret expected them to come from the south. So a big kill to going to Vega there. Very well done. 16-6, but a big chunk of gold goes to Lifestealer. Suddenly at the third of the net worth.
Cost them 3 ultimates, but you have to go for those plays if you're Vega. You have to take the high risk, high reward plays. Going for the Ember Spirit, going for the Terrorblade with all of those ultimates is so completely worth it for Vega. It was going to take a long time for them to be ready for that. Again, 90 seconds left in the CD for Silencer's ult. But at this point, they really don't have any other way of getting back into this game except for Lifestealer Bombs with Batrider Lasso backup. It's just not really in the cards. If they can use those ganks to get G a couple of minutes worth of free farm, he now just picks up his Maelstrom. It'll buy them just a little bit of space to maybe try to balance out this farm deficit. They're still racing up against 2 Hands of Midas, so it's going to be really tough, but at least for Vega right now, they have a chance since they have their Blink Daggers. But MP finds another one.
Yeah. And that's the offending silencer that got him killed the last time. Well, we'll look at the Slaughter now. He has that Blink Dagger, so don't have to rely on that Batrider to be that transport. Soneko managing to farm it before the 20-minute mark. Pretty decent. Gonna try and look for a pick here. Didyra is gonna be sticking around him for that load up eventually. So, Secret haven't spotted this just yet, so, but they are just 5 manning, so it's gonna be difficult to do this kind of pickoffs. Manta's done for mid 1, so bad start or not, he's got that Manta Dragonlance pre 20 minutes. Easy.
Yeah, I mean, these tier 2s, I mean, well, actually, this tier 2, because the last one is pretty much immediately forfeit. Even if Vega do want to just jump in, they would not have a global silence to do so. They have to give that one up. And now Illusions can start streaming in towards this bottom lane, and with only Sioma here to defend against it, this tower should be taking a beating if Secret were to fully commit. They want to go towards top though. Keizu Puppy already in position for Mag.
Oh, Mag. Does he get spotted? He's on a low ground as well. That is no illusion, friends. And Keizu snipes a bat. And they immediately TP away. Oh, MP finds something. Is there going to be a blind chop? He does! Oh no, G! Savage Rose there. Will he try to run? Keizu's looking. He's hunting. MP as well. He has another slight chain. Will G get caught? Nope. Just going to use the spirits. Not taking chances there. And G going to use that bear form to try and tank the damage. But it's not going to be enough. Slaughter will actually successfully TP out. But G, the big target there, getting killed.
Tempo game from Secret is kind of getting out of control. We've seen a lot of Ember Spirits in the games we've casted where you may have this build where you get Veil, you go for this kind of heavy magic damage setup, but you don't really get the items very quickly. We haven't really seen many like this one where Ember Spirit just gets a little ahead and then he's able to just Goomba Stomp whoever he wants, get all of the items he could possibly want, and just kind of stay unkillable. So this is definitely a change of pace for us, I guess. Maybe not for the patch, but Ember Spirit keeping tempo with a Clockwork, all backing up a Terrorblade who's already kind of fight ready is so difficult to deal with. They've had another Lasso Global Silence now for 30-ish seconds to a minute for Vega, and they haven't had a chance to use it. Like, every single second that passes is Vega getting further and further behind.
I feel like the next Global Silence will be used for evasive maneuvers, so yeah, they're gonna need it very shortly. Secret coming in, they hook shot that Mad Rider, and there isn't even a opportunity for an escape here. Now Puppy comes in with the ultimate, very unnecessary but very cool. Takes out the silencer, 2 kills for nothing. And they're gonna push for base now. They kill off Soniko as well. Lifestealer gonna run, but I don't believe he will be able to make it out of this. There's no one to infest into. He's gonna get chained. The armlet will do him nothing. The soul catcher, oh no, he infests into that one melee creep that came into the base with him, and now Ember Spirit in trouble. He blinks away. MP Stalin on Vega Squadron. The missiles come in. Terrorblade gets cloned again. Shadow Demon in his true glory. Bask in my illusion spam. Well, Shrine will keep the bear alive, but Rexus will not stay that way. Aether Lens makes the Frostbite range at almost 800, 900 range, and Puppy Frostbites from a mile away. Lotus Orb applied onto that TV for now. Mag. Oh, they're going for the crush. There's going to be a lasso, but an instant disruption here. Pylite died with the saves. He will bail his buddy out, but it's not going to be enough. Mid one will fall. It's a good hold there by Vega. They hold their Rexes, and all thanks to Shrines. Pylite died. Will he escape? But no, Ember Spirit is back. He drops the magic. He drops the boom and the Eul Scepter as well. Quick hands from MP. For once, not to be outdone by mid one. He will roast 1. He will roast 2. It's a triple. The Ember goes down, but it's still a lot of damage done. Did it run now frozen? No magic immunity on him. Armlet toggling. Will he toggle out of this? He will probably toggle out of this. Oh, the load is up. Another freeze coming out, and Puppy deploys the Blizzard, but Dinyara is magic immune. He has to infest to run out of that one. I'm not sure why he went in. Oh, Puppy, you should stop that now and run. Nope. Puppy not stopping that. Feeds a kill to Dinya. And a long fight results in Vega holding Rexus.
I have a feeling that both these two teams have, like, or at least Secret, they're kind of just taking this one really relaxed. Mid one had a good second to 2 seconds there to sunder a full health Lifestealer, which he could have very easily done. Obviously, Crystal Maiden kind of just holding her ground, channeling Freezing Field when it's pretty obvious that it's not going to work up against the Lifestealer. Just decides to go for it anyway because, you know, why not? You're very, very far ahead, 10k plus in golden experience. The play from Secret is still good, but it's just It seems like they're kind of taking this easy. Vega, though, they take this opportunity of getting some kills to go straight for Roche, and look at it fall. Desolator plus that haze. Roche is theirs in like 3, 4, 5 seconds, but MP is kind of pissed about this one.
Yeah, it's going in. He wants that silencer, but he immediately gets savage roared away. So Seema will stay alive. Or does he? I might have jinxed him. Silence. He knows.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm dead. I'm just gonna do that. Keizu, meanwhile, missing on the hook. He's gonna lasso up the Clockwork, and he gets caught there. Lifestealer going ham. The Lotus Orb is gonna keep the Clockwork alive. Ember Spirit jumps in, uses Spirit number 1. He gets crushed though, and down he goes. But meanwhile, TB, mid 1 is here to collect names. The Lifestealer hiding in that bear for now. He's gonna pop out of that G, taking a lot of damage there from that from that Terror Blade. Will actually go down after ages, so mid 1 doesn't really care right now. Just A-click the ground. TB being TB, and the illusion spam comes in full force. Is there any kind of response here? So Neko gonna tagged by one illusion to prevent that blinking. Oh, losing a lot of health from just that illusion. And that was a disruption illusion.
You can, if you're looking really closely, you can kind of see the cracks begin to show in Secret's draft, insofar as Ember Spirit is someone that Vega can deal with very easily. If they silence or disable him, they crush through his health pool in a matter of seconds. Getting a lasso on Terror Blades is pretty much going to kill him off every single time. Vega do have these tools, but they need to land all of that at exactly the same time. Ideally with a pick off beforehand, and hopefully Keizu isn't going to interrupt any of that. It's just so much has to go right at this point for Vega. They are just that far behind, and it kind of has to start with the Lifestealer going on the aggressive, killing off an Ember Spirit. Like, I feel like if that happens, if Mag is able to Lifestealer bomb onto MP, then Vega actually still have a pretty decent shot at this, because Ember Spirit is kind of soft to Lifestealer, but so far that has only happened like once. Maybe not even once.
Oh well, you may be right about the for fun thing. If you missed the top lane, they were CM and mid 1 were fighting over the catapult, and Puppy was pinging. And yeah, mid 1 cast it, drew a big question mark on the minimap.
You mean Terrorblade is able to last hit easier than a Crystal Maiden?
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah. Now, well, Puppy was asking for it, and mid 1 cast it anyway.
I'm pretty sure as CM, do you always get the cast range talent? It's level 17 CM 27.
I mean, he got the Aether Lens, right? Getting the cast range talent means you have a really long frostbite range. I don't know what the exact range is.
They're just massing up Lotus Orbs now.
Yeah. Oh, the smoke. Is it gonna break though? Puppy breaks it. Nope, the Ember Spirit breaks it. He's stalling on them. He goes for the spike. He gets lassoed up, and there's gonna be the global as well. 2 hits, and MP hits the deck. He buys back into the game though. Mid 1 is there. He does have Sunder. Did your run? Don't hit too hard, because you're about to turn real soft. There's the Sunder waiting for that health change, and there you go. Surprise, says Puppy. He claims their lives, and the Bat Rider is the only one alive. And where is he? Back at home, cowering and crying to his mom. That was a nasty
They got the Ember Spirit though. They got the Ember Spirit, and it is exactly what I said they needed to do. Kind of. Almost. So, yeah, they got him, but now they have to deal with mid 1, who has a freaking Eye of Scotty. Oh, MP's not done.
Yeah, MP's
can't stop this man.
Doesn't have any more spells though. One more chop. Does he get it? Just gets him with the rocket nearly casting there. And yeah, Vega mostly out of the count right now. 2 heroes with buyback, but not even buying back at this point. Are they gonna hold it? They're losing Rexes fast. They don't have Glyph. Where's the resistance?
Wait, how does Puppy have more net worth than MP? What the hell? How does Puppy have third place? He has second place net worth. What?
Do you remember there was this one game back in the old days when Navi Puppy played on Navi? He had this Crystal Maiden that was second in net worth with a heart and something like that. There was one of the games where he got a really early Midas and he built into a heart on his CM or something, and that was crazy. His CM was so farmed. I remember this one game.
Kind of remember that happening.
It was
I don't remember like what
Reddit.
team or who it was, so I'm gonna take your word for it. But again, much like last game, if a hero that you're really terrified of is the enemy support who is, on the upper echelon of net worth, then your game is kind of screwed up from there on out. It's kind of a shame that we didn't get to see like any mid-late game freezing fields. That just didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, the heroes weren't alive long enough for those anyway. But I would have really liked to see the Aghanim Scepter upgrade. But here, this is the stat screen for you guys in case you have been missing it. It's not much to see, but you can see. Yeah, Secret, another stomp for them on Vega Squadron was there. I mean, this wasn't that big a surprise, right? I mean, Secret, arguably top 5 teams right now in the scene. Vega still finding themselves. So Neko sold all his items as well at the end. Must have been really bitter about that loss. But yeah, any wrapping up you want to do before we jump into our next series? It's Alliance.
Yeah, Alliance, add Finem to make sure there's a 3rd place in case Liquid or Secret, for whatever reason, have to drop, which is a situation that I don't really see coming up, but you never know.
Happened.
It may
it
happen.
has happened. So
yeah.
The guys at Starladder just want to make sure that none of these things happen. So we're always got to be prepared. So we're going to have ourselves a fun series. Alliance versus Adfinem. I myself am personally looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be casual. The stakes are not super high, but that makes it fun because we get a nice game. We can relax and sip coffee too. But we're going to hop into the game. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with more updates as to when the match will begin. Stay with us. You've been watching Star Series Season 3. I'm Lysander, here's Mike Loris, and we'll be right back with more Dota action. Much love and Kappa. See you guys in a bit.